Hello, and welcome back to Zenith of the Soul. Today we're going to explore the Zodiacal Trinity that confuses many people and leads to misinterpretations when it comes to astrology and tarot. There's a hidden value in properly understanding these elements that most people miss, and today this will come to an end, at least for those who watch this entire video. Take the opportunity to hit the like button now and subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with our content, and let's get started. The ancient art of astrology tells us that we are much more than just our sun sign. While most people know their zodiac sign based on their date of birth, this represents just one facet of a complex celestial blueprint that shapes our personality, emotions, and outward expression. To truly understand yourself through the lens of astrology, you need to explore the three fundamental pillars of your birth chart: your sun sign, moon sign, and rising sign, also called the ascendant. These three elements work together to create a multidimensional portrait of who you are. Your sun sign represents your core essence and conscious self, the person you're evolving to become. Your moon sign governs your emotional landscape, inner world, and instinctive reactions, the person you are when no one is watching. And your rising sign determines how you present yourself to the world, the first impression you make on others. Understanding these three pivotal signs not only provides a more comprehensive view of your personality, but also offers deeper insights when performing tarot readings. The cards you draw can take on different meanings depending on which aspect of yourself you're exploring. A card that seems puzzling when viewed through the lens of your sun sign might make perfect sense when interpreted through your moon or rising sign. In the following chapters, we'll dive deeply into each of these astrological indicators, exploring what they reveal about different dimensions of your being. We'll examine how they interact with each other, creating the unique individual that is you. And finally, we'll discover how understanding these three facets can transform your tarot practice, allowing for readings that address not just your conscious desires, but also your emotional needs and public persona. Are you ready to discover the celestial trinity that makes you who you are? Let's begin our journey through the stars to uncover the hidden layers of your astrological identity. When someone asks, "What's your sign?" they're typically referring to your sun sign, the position of the sun at the moment of your birth. As the center of our solar system, the sun represents your core essence, the conscious part of your personality that you're continually developing throughout your lifetime. It symbolizes your will, purpose, and the path you're meant to follow to achieve self-actualization. Think of your sun sign as the hero of your personal story. It represents your ego identity, who you believe yourself to be, and who you're striving to become. This is your creative fire, your vitality, and the source of your personal power. When you're aligned with the positive qualities of your sun sign, you feel confident, purposeful, and energized. Each sun sign carries specific traits, motivations, and challenges. An Aries sun burns with pioneering energy and courage, eager to blaze new trails. A Taurus sun values stability and sensuality, building foundations that last. Gemini suns are curious communicators, making connections between ideas and people. Cancer suns nurture and protect, creating emotional security. Leo suns shine with creative expression and generosity. Virgo suns analyze and perfect, bringing order to chaos. Libra suns seek harmony and justice through relationships. Scorpio suns transform through intensity and depth. Sagittarius suns explore philosophical truths and distant horizons. Capricorn suns climb mountains of achievement with discipline. Aquarius suns innovate with humanitarian vision. And Pisces suns dissolve boundaries, connecting to the collective unconscious. Your sun sign also governs a specific house in your birth chart, indicating the life area where your essential self seeks expression. For instance, if your sun resides in the 10th house of career and public reputation, your core identity is strongly tied to your professional accomplishments and social standing. If it's in the 7th house of partnerships, you find your greatest fulfillment through significant relationships. When you draw tarot cards with your sun sign in mind, you're exploring questions related to your conscious development, life purpose, and authentic self-expression. The cards reveal pathways to strengthen your essential nature and overcome the challenges inherent to your sign. Consider a Leo sun who draws the Strength card, which traditionally corresponds to Leo. This amplifies the message that their greatest power comes from balancing their fierce courage with gentle compassion. Or an Aquarius sun who pulls the star card, associated with their sign, might see confirmation that their unique vision can indeed bring healing to the collective. But what about those times when your conscious will conflicts with your emotional needs? When what you think you want doesn't align with what you feel? That's where understanding your moon sign becomes crucial. This hidden, nocturnal aspect of your chart reveals an entirely different dimension of your personality, one that operates beneath the surface of conscious awareness. What secrets does your moon sign hold about your inner emotional landscape? Let's explore this fascinating territory in the next few minutes. While your sun sign represents your conscious identity, your moon sign illuminates your emotional nature, the instinctive, reactive part of yourself that operates largely below the threshold of awareness. The moon in your birth chart reveals how you process feelings, what makes you feel secure, and your deepest emotional needs. It's the part of you that emerges when you're alone or with those you trust completely. The moon completes its journey through the zodiac in approximately 28 days, making it a much faster-moving celestial body than the sun. This is why your moon sign can differ significantly from your sun sign, creating internal complexity and sometimes tension between your conscious desires and emotional needs. Consider your moon sign as the inner child who still lives within you. This aspect governs your instinctive reactions, emotional habits, and the unconscious patterns established in early childhood. It represents your emotional memory bank, how you automatically respond before your rational mind has time to intervene. Each moon sign processes emotions differently and seeks security in unique ways. An Aries moon needs emotional freedom and quick resolution of conflicts. A Taurus moon finds comfort in physical pleasure and financial stability. A Gemini moon processes feelings through communication and intellectual understanding. A Cancer moon requires deep emotional bonds and a secure home base. A Leo moon needs recognition and creative outlets for emotional expression. A Virgo moon seeks emotional security through order and usefulness. A Libra moon finds balance through harmonious relationships. A Scorpio moon craves emotional intensity and psychological understanding. A Sagittarius moon needs emotional freedom and philosophical meaning. A Capricorn moon seeks security through achievement and structure. An Aquarius moon processes feelings through intellectual detachment and group connections. And a Pisces moon requires spiritual connection and artistic expression. The house placement of your moon reveals the life area where you seek emotional fulfillment and security. A moon in the fourth house, its natural domain, amplifies the need for a secure home and family life. A moon in the 10th house might indicate someone who finds emotional security through career achievements and public recognition. When approaching tarot with your moon sign in mind, you're exploring your emotional patterns, unconscious needs, and the path to inner security. The cards can reveal hidden feelings you haven't acknowledged or emotional blocks preventing you from feeling safe and nurtured. Imagine a Capricorn sun with a Pisces moon who draws the High Priestess in a reading. While their conscious self-value, structure, and practical achievement, this card speaks directly to their Pisces moon's need for mystery, intuition, and spiritual connection. The reading might reveal that beneath their disciplined exterior lies a soul yearning for more magical and fluid experiences. The dynamic between sun and moon in your chart creates an internal dialogue between your conscious will and emotional needs. Sometimes they work in harmony, other times they create tension. But there's a third crucial element that completes your astrological trinity, your rising sign or ascendant. This is the mask you wear, the persona you project to the world, and the lens through which others initially perceive you. How does this outer layer of your identity influence both your conscious self and emotional nature? What role does it play in your interpersonal relationships and life journey? Let's unveil this fascinating aspect next. Your rising sign, also called the ascendant, is determined by which zodiac sign was rising on the eastern horizon at the exact moment and location of your birth. Unlike your sun and moon signs, which change approximately every 30 days and 2.5 days respectively, your rising sign changes every 2 hours. This makes it one of the most personal elements of your birth chart, requiring an accurate birth time to calculate properly. Think of your rising sign as the mask you wear when you step out into the world, your first response to new situations, and the initial impression you make on others. It represents the filter through which you view life and how you instinctively approach your environment. While your sun and moon signs might be hidden from casual acquaintances, your rising sign is immediately apparent to everyone you meet. The rising sign governs the first house of your birth chart, which represents your physical body, personal identity, and approach to new beginnings. It also sets the stage for your entire chart, determining which signs rule which houses in your life. This makes it a crucial component for understanding not just how you present yourself, but how different life areas, relationships, career, home life, etc., manifest for you. Each rising sign creates a distinct impression and approach to life. An Aries rising appears confident, direct, and assertive, taking initiative in new situations. A Taurus rising presents as steady, sensual, and reliable, approaching life with deliberate patience. A Gemini rising comes across as communicative, versatile, and curious, adapting quickly to changing circumstances. A Cancer rising appears nurturing, protective, and sensitive, approaching situations with emotional awareness. A Leo rising makes an impressive, charismatic, and warm first impression, approaching life with drama and flair. A Virgo rising presents as analytical, helpful, and detail-oriented, methodically assessing new situations. A Libra rising appears balanced, charming, and diplomatic, seeking harmony in all interactions. A Scorpio rising gives an intense, magnetic, and mysterious impression, approaching life with strategic awareness. A Sagittarius rising comes across as optimistic, adventurous, and straightforward, embracing new experiences enthusiastically. A Capricorn rising presents as composed, ambitious, and responsible, approaching situations with practical authority. An Aquarius rising appears unique, progressive, and detached, taking an unconventional approach to life. And a Pisces rising gives an ethereal, compassionate, and dreamy impression, approaching life with intuitive sensitivity. The relationship between your rising sign and your sun and moon creates fascinating dynamics. Your rising sign can either amplify or mask qualities of your sun and moon, depending on their compatibility. For instance, someone with Capricorn sun, Cancer moon, and Virgo rising might present as more practical and analytical, Virgo, than their emotionally sensitive moon would suggest, while still working toward the achievement goals of their Capricorn sun. When incorporating your rising sign into tarot readings, you're exploring questions about how you navigate your external world, how others perceive you, and how you initiate new experiences. The cards can reveal insights about your natural approach to life's challenges and how effectively your outer persona serves your deeper needs and purposes. Consider someone with Aquarius rising who draws the Ten of Swords in a reading. This might suggest that their intellectual, detached approach to problems, Aquarius, is reaching a painful endpoint, requiring a completely new way of presenting themselves to achieve their goals. The reading could help them recognize when their progressive, unconventional facade isn't serving their deeper needs. The interplay between sun, moon, and rising creates the complex tapestry of your personality, conscious self, emotional nature, and social presentation. But how do these three elements work together in practice? How do they interact to create the unique individual that is you? And most importantly, how can understanding this Trinity transform your tarot practice? These questions lead us to explore the integration of these three pivotal astrological components. Understanding your sun, moon, and rising signs individually is illuminating, but the real magic happens when you explore how these three fundamental aspects of your astrological identity interact with each other. This dynamic interplay creates the complex, multidimensional being that is uniquely you. Think of your three signs as members of an internal committee, each with its own perspective and priorities. Your sun sign represents your chairman, the conscious direction you're trying to move toward. Your moon sign is your emotional counsel, advising based on what feels secure and nurturing. And your rising sign is your public relations officer, concerned with how you present yourself and navigate the external world. When these three work harmoniously, you experience internal alignment. Your conscious goals, emotional needs, and social presentation reinforce each other, creating a sense of integrity and flow. For instance, someone with Leo Sun, Sagittarius Moon, and Aries Rising has all three signs in fire elements, creating a powerfully consistent expression of enthusiasm, confidence, and pioneering spirit. More commonly, however, these three aspects create productive tension, with each representing different elements or modalities. Consider someone with Virgo Sun, Earth, Pisces Moon, Water, and Gemini Rising, Air. Their conscious self strives for practical improvement and analysis, while their emotional nature craves spiritual connection and boundary dissolution. Meanwhile, they present to others as curious, communicative, and mentally agile. This person may experience internal conflicts but also benefits from a rich diversity of perspectives and strengths. Certain combinations create particular challenges. When your Sun and Moon are in opposite signs, like Taurus Sun with Scorpio Moon, you may experience a fundamental tension between your conscious will and emotional needs. When your rising sign is very different from both your Sun and Moon, you might feel that others never really see or understand your true self. The aspects, angles, between these 3 points in your chart also matter significantly. Harmonious aspects like trines, 120 degrees, and sextiles, 60 degrees, create easy flow between these aspects of yourself. Challenging aspects like squares, 90 degrees, and oppositions, 180 degrees, create growth-inducing tension that pushes you toward greater integration. When applying this understanding to tarot readings, the possibilities expand dramatically. Instead of interpreting cards through a one-dimensional lens, you can explore how a single spread might be speaking to different aspects of your astrological trinity. For example, consider a simple 3-card spread where the first card represents your past, the second your present, and the third your future. If you draw the 9 of Cups, the Hermit, and the 8 of Wands, you might initially interpret this as a straightforward narrative of moving from emotional satisfaction through a period of introspection to rapid progress and communication. But viewed through your astrological trinity, new layers emerge. Perhaps the 9 of Cups speaks to your Cancer Moon's past emotional fulfillment in family relationships. The Hermit, associated with Virgo, might be addressing your Virgo Sun's present need for analysis and self-improvement. And the 8 of Wands could be suggesting that your Sagittarius rising needs to embrace bold, direct communication in the future to achieve your goals. This layered approach to tarot interpretation allows for remarkably nuanced readings that honor the complexity of your whole self. But how exactly do you implement this approach in practice? What specific techniques can help you integrate your astrological trinity into your tarot readings? And what insights might emerge when you allow the cards to speak to each aspect of your celestial identity? We'll answer these questions now, providing practical guidance for this powerful divinatory approach. Now that we understand the significance of each component in our astrological trinity, let's explore practical approaches for integrating this knowledge into tarot practice. This synthesis creates readings of remarkable depth and personal relevance, addressing not just one aspect of your being, but your whole, multifaceted self. The first step in developing an integrated Astro Tarot practice is to know your complete trinity, Sun, Moon, and rising signs, which requires your exact birth time and location. Once you have this information, several approaches can help you bring these elements together in your readings. One powerful method is the Trinity Spread, a simple 3-card layout specifically designed to address each aspect of your astrological identity. The first card represents issues related to your sun sign, your conscious goals, authentic self-expression, and life purpose. The second card illuminates matters concerning your moon sign, emotional patterns, security needs, and unconscious reactions. The third card speaks to your rising sign, how you're navigating the external world, the impression you're making, and your approach to new situations. This spread is particularly useful when you're feeling internal conflict or confusion. It can quickly highlight which aspect of your trinity needs attention, whether your conscious goals are misaligned with your emotional needs, or if your social presentation is working against your deeper self. Another approach is to use your astrological trinity as a lens for interpreting any tarot spread. After completing a reading, Consider how each card might be speaking to different aspects of your Trinity. Does that challenging card make more sense when viewed through your moon sign's emotional patterns? Is that opportunity card particularly relevant to your rising sign's way of engaging with the world? You can also intentionally invoke specific aspects of your Trinity during different types of readings. When exploring career questions, emphasize your sun sign's expression of purpose and life direction. For relationship inquiries, pay special attention to your moon sign's emotional needs and attachment patterns. When facing social challenges or beginning new ventures, focus on your rising sign's approach to external engagement. The elemental qualities of your Trinity also provide valuable context for tarot interpretations. If your sun and moon are both in water signs, Cancer, Scorpio, Pisces, emotional and intuitive cards like the Cups suit may resonate more strongly with your core being. If your rising sign is in an air sign, Gemini, Libra, Aquarius, cards relating to communication and intellectual clarity might be particularly relevant to your external challenges. Similarly, the modalities of your signs, cardinal, fixed, mutable, can influence how you implement the guidance from your readings. Those with predominantly cardinal signs, Aries, Cancer, Libra, Capricorn, may need to initiate new approaches. Those with fixed signs, Taurus, Leo, Scorpio, Aquarius, might focus on maintaining and deepening existing strategies. Those with mutable signs, Gemini, Virgo, Sagittarius, Pisces, could benefit from adaptable, flexible implementations. Perhaps most importantly, understanding your astrological trinity helps you recognize which cards might be speaking to your blind spots. We all have aspects of ourselves that we struggle to see clearly, often related to signs that are underrepresented in our charts or houses that contain challenging aspects. When cards consistently point to these areas, your integrated Astro Tarot practice can help you develop greater self-awareness and wholeness. As you work with this approach, you'll develop an increasingly nuanced understanding of yourself. You'll recognize when your moon's emotional needs are hijacking your sun's authentic purpose, or when your rising sign's social adaptation is creating disconnection from your deeper self. You'll also discover how to harness the strengths of each aspect of your Trinity, creating internal alignment that manifests as external coherence and effectiveness. The beauty of this integrated practice is that it honors the complexity of human experience. We are not one-dimensional beings defined solely by our sun signs. We are multifaceted, sometimes contradictory, always evolving. By embracing the trinity of sun, moon, and rising in your tarot practice, you create space for all aspects of yourself to be seen, heard, and integrated into a more complete whole. The stars have mapped your potential. The cards illuminate your path. Together, they offer a powerful tool for self-discovery and personal evolution, a celestial compass for navigating the journey of becoming fully yourself. From my heart, I hope that the Zodiacal Trinity is now completely clear to you, and that from now on you will be able to have a renewed vision of your astrological and tarot readings, extracting the correct information to turn it into useful knowledge that will lead you to transform yourself into your maximum potential. Please tell us in the comments which part of this video caught your attention the most, and share it with someone you know who needs to learn this today. In the meantime, take the opportunity to use this new knowledge and watch the Oshos and tarot reading videos for your sun, moon, and rising signs for this month available here at Zenith of the Soul. All you have to do is tap on the playlist that is now appearing on your screen. Thanks for watching. See you in our next video.